Alright, as said before, our next match is gonna be Fly versus Shishi. Both players are already in the lobby. We just have to wait for the commercials to conclude, and then we'll be heading into it. Night Elf versus Orc. I already told the chat a few moments ago, a matchup that we used to see all the time back in WC3L days. But in this tournament, with so few orcs making it through, only Fly. And now, the champion of the second edition of GCS, already facing elimination, not good enough to hang with Infi. The two human brothers, by the way, did not both make it through to the semifinals of the upper bracket. I did not expect Romantic to play this well. That was crazy, man. He was so good. I missed a good portion of the second game, but I saw pretty much the entire first game.
Freaking amazing. Yeah. Especially, I loved his staff actions. Like, he was always there when he needed to be there. Had all the timings down. I think you have to move your microphone a little further away. Chatwin fucked with it a bit. But, man, it's so cool to see Romantic finally breaking through. You know, he said before, like, oh, I always make it to the playoffs, but I always lose in round one the entire time, every time in GCS, and now he made it. I'm really happy for him.
Yeah, of last year's top four or four remaining upper bracket players, last GCS, only 1-0 is to return. Neither Infi nor Romantic nor Foggy were here last time. And yeah, Human being relevant again, being very strong again. I thought with a performance like that yesterday from TH, he was totally gonna go through, but he didn't manage to overcome Romantic. So far, the surprise of the tournament for me.
Yeah, definitely. I was already surprised about his strength in the group stage. That was, I totally did not expect him to be that strong. But yeah, when you cannot think about that he plays this well against TH, you cannot expect this. It's unbelievable. And now we have three pretty young players in the winner bracket semi-final already. Foggy 24, 1-0, 20, Romantic 21. Mm-hmm. It's the dawn of the new guard. And down in the lower bracket we have Fly and TH, two pretty old players. Shishi is like in the middle. He's like as old as we are, I think. Rather you than me, since I become an old man.
Are you looking forward to 30?
Nope.
The big three, not too far away, Neo.
25 was already hard for me, man.
With more experience comes more
responsibilities.
More enjoyment, maybe?
It's not really a level up for us humans, right?
I wonder if, like, when you're 50 years old, you're still going to be going to all those concerts and jumping around in the mosh pit, and the young people will be like, what the hell is this guy still doing here?
It already starts to hurt now when I jump into the mosh pit. So
it always hurted though, right?
I could live with it better when I was younger. So Shishi, in the group stage, he played fairly good. Not too impressive, but you know, the upset against WFZ was pretty nice. Now against Fly, what's his matchup saying against Orc? And what does Farsight say from Walker3.info? Shishi against Orc, 50% win rate, 21 map wins, 21 losses. Against Fly, though, 1 series he won, 2 he lost. And Farsight only predicts a 32% win rate for him. And do we still have to talk about Fly's matchup versus Night Elf in general? I mean, everybody knows that he was a monster. Everybody knows he had the 2-year streak, 65% win rate for him.
But in the group stage, he lost 2-0 to Life. Looking a little rusty. Rusty is maybe too strong of a word. But not looking as strong as he has in the past. And Fly, it is now finally time for him to show up or shut up. because if he doesn't perform here, he's out of this tournament. And only top 8 finish, pretty disappointing for the only orc we still have.
That's true. Not too many people expected him to drop down, but Infi seems to be back to old shape. The bands, Ancient Isles and Echo Isles. So the big maps still to be played. We start on Amazonia.
All right, Fly doesn't want to have to deal with possible expansion or quick tower rush on Echo and Ancient Isles, as always, like humans vetoing that one. We start on AZ. We saw... Did we see? Yeah, we saw just a little while earlier today. We saw... God damn it, I'm totally blanking right now. It was Fly actually losing here before, right?
Yeah, I think so too.
Losing, yeah, of course, the first game of the day. It's a few hours ago. You must forgive me, dear friends. Yeah, there he lost to Infi in a very back and forth game, like an extremely long fight. It seemed like 5 minutes, maybe even longer, that the orc was holding on. But of course, that was against human. Now it's going up against Night Elf. A lot of Night Elves actually like this map in the early stage. You get a lot of creeping done without much risk. But in the late game, it always becomes difficult finding a good position. But if I'm not mistaken, Life also won one of his maps here against Fly.
Yeah, I can look it up if you want to talk a bit. I will check Liquipedia. You can find it at wiki.backtowarcraft.com. All the results, all the tournaments, all the schedules up there at Liquid. So, Life against Fly was... Yeah, the first game was on Amazonia. But Fly won against Moon on this map.
Alright, if I recall correctly, Fly was playing this pretty passively, focusing on creeping for a long time, getting access to both the Merc camps early and getting double trolls as well. That of course resulted in him getting a lot of experience and items, but more importantly, gave a lot of space to the Night Elf, who is absolutely the inferior race until there is Master Training in this matchup. And of course, by that I mean Master Training on the Druids of the Talon. It's going to be all about Cyclones. How well can Hihi disable the opponent, the Blade Master, the TC? And how much damage can he do in the meantime? Creeping starts, claws of attack, very nice find for the Demon Hunter. Fly on the other side. Gloves, those will only be very good later. One more attack, of course.
I just stumbled across your words, like Fly played this so passively. It's like, would you ever imagine to say that before? It's so rare. Usually he's always as aggressive, always straight up into the face of his opponent to show his strength, his incredible Blade Master and grunt control. Oh, can he get the
timing
last
here?
Here? Oh, just a little too late. But the Demon Hunter got the slippers, right?
Yeah, he got the slippers.
So the Blade Master did get nothing of it.
And now maybe thinking about going towards the Renegade, but already a Wisp in position. I really like this Wisp spread here. We all know the trick of dragging out the creeps and killing the isolated Renegade Wizard, who is a big item carrying creep. One borrow tech against the... I'm not sure if it was 1 or 2 Moonwell tech. And he's sealing off the base here with only 2 Moonwells using the Tree of Aegis. Bit of an unusual base layout.
Yeah. So it's a little wider, the base layout here.
Yeah, but I think he still should be able to create a shop and double wins behind here.
Yeah, I think so too. There's plenty of space, usually. Or you build the shop a little further up front. I'm not too sure.
They can, of course, be dangerous. Orc units with all their siege and normal damage. You remember when Lin did the tower creep here?
Oh yeah, it was so cool.
We haven't seen that yet this tournament.
No super special moves so far. I mean, Remind was pretty cool with the Panda and the Zeppelin. Foggy did a nice rejuvenation into the Zeppelin move, but that's basically it. And the Pit Lord for 1-0 against Live. Well, he can't trade that well against plus 11 damage Demon Hunter.
Also a few misses there coming out. No boots of speed for either of these players.
Cancels the healing with the mana burn, and so he has to reapply the self. This is looking pretty good for Shishi in the early game here. I mean, Fly is the big favorite on paper, that's for sure. T2 is finished, and with the Demon Hunter there with pretty good HP, can he get the buildings up? Looks like it.
Now it's gonna be time for Shishi to decide to creep with the Beastmaster or to go harassing. And, well, not quite yet. He's not tier 2, the Orc a little bit faster. Is Foggy the only one who goes for one Moonwell tech, by the way?
He's always very early because he's one of the few players who always goes for the Beastmaster as into the base, so you have to be very early. So cutting a little corner there definitely fits his playstyle more.
Yeah. I think Moon also did it on AI. Yeah, that was when Fly lost his level 1 Blade Master.
Yeah.
Wouldn't be a tournament if Fly didn't lose some Blade Masters here or there.
That's right.
Unnecessarily. Alright, now the Blade Master's out on the map and trying to get the Renegade, but there's a Wisp here in position and he's thinking about, do I really want to do it? And yes, he really does want to do it.
Oh, blocks there, pretty nice. So the 2 Brigands are still there. Berserker for Fly to help him a little with the creep. Well, it's not too much damage, and this is medium armor, and piercing doesn't do well against them, but yeah, the Blade Master will take quite a few hits.
And he might lose like, the Grunt or the other guy, the Berserker. The item is not what he wanted. A block with the Quillbeast could give the kill here, but Scroll of Speed, how good is the block gonna be? That's so hard to keep that block up.
Yeah.
He even moves in a Wisp to detonate against the Scroll, but a little too slow.
Yeah, but so TC is out now for the aura, more movement speed, more attack speed. But good pressure from Shishi. I think he didn't intend to do that, but since the Wisp was there and went off so well, he goes for more pressure on the Demon Hunt, on the Blade Master, keeping him away from his own base, and now he goes in there and can he kill the Berserker? No, right?
I don't think so. Only piercing here against medium, that
Yeah.
doesn't seem to be good enough.
But he buys so much time.
Yeah.
Blade Master can creep, TC can creep. He's still waiting for his upgrades and units.
Blade Master scouting here towards the Kobolds, where there will be a creep starting soon by the looks of it. And yeah, this TC already has been slowed down significantly. The Quillbeast did give decent damage, but of course not the same as the creep camp would do. And the first few talents, the first one at the very least, is out. Of course, only Initiate. But Shishi, he gets to do something on the map. And that's good. Oftentimes, the Night Elf will not be allowed to do that. But Fly, again, is going to be looking to creep the sides of the map.
The next Renegade Wizard for him. Before that, it was the Devotion Aura, which is, of course, a thing for the shop. He wants the Vamp Aura or mana items. Or, of course, Boots of Kel'Thuzad. And we see Belt of Giant Strength. Meh.
Yeah, not really what he wanted, of course. And next creep camp being taken by Shishi. He is taking out 2 yellow camps with only Adapt and Initiate talents. And again, I have to ask, isn't this too passive by the Orc?
Yeah, right?
It's this. He has been playing this way so many games, and he hasn't lost all of them, but he's lost a few of them. And usually that is the big strength of Orc in this matchup. You are just the dominating, the driving force before there is Master. But he's not trying to capitalize on that. Not at all.
First Invo Potion, first Heal Scroll for the Night Elf, and Fly's inventory. I don't want to say it's empty, but it is pretty empty. Nothing really of importance in there. More Raiders, 49 supply for Fly, and more Walkers to join the fray as well. But TC is far away from level 3, gets the Archer here now. But this won't help. Also the Blade Master far away from 3. Creeps the rest, but there's no reward since he got the item beforehand. And yeah, Shishi, this was not his time yet on the map, since Master Training is only halfway through. But he accomplished quite a bit. Level 3 Demon Hunter, level 2 Beastmaster, good items on his side, shop control a bit. This is surprisingly well for the Night Elf.
Yeah. I feel so too. He also has the money for the Tinker now, already having the Orb of Venom. And this is basically the arsenal that he wants. He's got Master. He's not quite has Master. It's a few seconds away. And look at the confidence. Yeah, no Master yet, but still in the middle of the map.
This is... okay, now he goes back. He shouldn't take this fight.
And Fly is so timid.
He doesn't do anything, right?
He's never been on the offensive.
Buys a heal scroll number 1. No Invo Potion yet, though. He has 800 gold. What? Banking a lot. Okay, 2 heal scrolls and the Invo now. That was okay. Still on 550 gold. And Shishi's 43 supply now. Master training is done. So production really starts. Scroll of the Beast. Meh. Also one for the shop.
Yeah. But Night Elves can really use that money to replace it with a Scroll of Healing, Anvil, stuff like that. And it's time to break now for the Orc. 2 Berserkers all ready for him. TC, I think, is still level 2. No, he just barely hit level 3. And as good as this game was in the early stages for Shishi, it's still gonna be tough to now find a good position for the actual big fights that are about to happen soon.
Well, this one would not be that bad, but I think Fly will just run away. Does he have a speed scroll? Yes, he does. So no problem about that. Oh, 3 grunts there. It's gonna be good damage if the Talons can reach. He's blocking himself a little bit. And this grunt... there's no range attack up front, so he survives for now. Raiders will help.
No Spirit Link on anything, by the way. You got a Berserker, another one.
Yeah, the 3rd one. That's good damage. 60 supply for Fly against 48. That's the normal ratio here. Keeps the Scroll of the Beast, by the way, which I find really interesting. It's not too much of a damage boost for the Talons. For the Quill Beast it is, for the Demon Hunter it is, but apart from that, maybe not really worth it. Keep it. Oh, goes for the Demon Hunter. Wants to get him away. Shockwave doesn't hit anything. Speed Scroll to re-engage this, but the Raiders wrapping around here. But how much damage can the Demon Hunter do now as he's free? Good control. Oh, the Shockwave. What the hell was that?
There's 2 Raiders for a long time up in the air. Get this channel only very late, and no Spirit Link reapplied this Walker Micro. Lacks something to be desired. The Raiders re-engage to the right, but again, no Spirit Link. Makes them pretty tanky, pretty squishy, I mean. First heal sword coming in from the Orc. Invul, can he finish someone off? Yes, he can. The Tinker is dead during the duration, but now it's over, and he gets Cyclone again. That's exactly what happens. Raiders starting to drop one more dice, going for the grunt after. Nope, the Raiders more important. And with the missing connection of the Spirit Link, they are dying off. However, supply-wise, the Night Elf is down to only 37. 57 still for Fly, and of course his reinforcement point is much closer.
The Berserkers are doing a hell of a job there. They're completely left alone. That was maybe a pretty big mistake by Shishi to not take them out with a Blade Master, as 3 of them with so much piercing damage, they just ripped Talons apart. I thought the rubber band would flip back into Fly's face here, but he lost a few Raiders, he lost all his grunts. But apart from that, he did a pretty good job. He had 1 heal scroll more, but he kept it. So he only needs an invul, and then he can push again. In the meantime...
Yeah, an expansion. And how weird is this timing?
Yeah.
This is so early. And we might see it on maps like Terranos, where it actually takes a really long time to reach the expansion. Oh, but the Sentry Ward is going to see this. There we go. He's like, oh, there's a base there.
That's right. Does he go for the 4th Berserker?
Looks like it.
What? Wisp scouts it again.
Alright, Shishi. I think he knows he's been scouted. He needs to get up more talents quickly. What's the inventory looking like? No invul anymore for him. No Scroll of Healing either.
Fly has 2 heal scrolls, 1 invul.
But with the Tree of Life and the Ancient of War here, he might be able to finally create a good position for himself.
Fly is getting ready for the push, the big one. Is there another stuff in the shop left? No, there's not. Okay. Fly, is it already do or die? The clock is ticking against him now. He went to the mercenary camp again without buying the Berserker. I don't really know what that. Level 2 crit. Terran Chieftain gets Endurance Aura level 2 soon as well. And here comes the push. Pocket Factory is up already. But not put to too much use. Shishi has the Berserker, alright. That's why it's out of stock, I think.
The expansion's starting to run now. It's go time. Sooner rather than later for Fly. Fairy Dragons as well. At least a single one in this army. And he decides to not go for the expansion where it's hard to find a good position, but rather force a fight more out in the open. Killing the shop first. That's level 4. There's going to be a bit of an upgrade here with the help of the Aura. Mana Flare form deployed. Does Fly want to take this fight or not? Yes, he's engaging in right now. Blade Master trying to work on the Beastie Boy. Disenchant, Beastmaster far up front. He has a TP, of course, to keep himself alive with. And that was a very nice shockwave. Hitting Hero and 4 Talons. Pocket Factory in the back, getting sniped out pretty quickly. The Raiders not going towards the Talons yet. And a TP reposition from Shishi. He wants to get behind his Moonwells, and he will be able to keep alive most of his army. He could really use a Scroll of Healing right now.
Yep, the fight didn't start too well for Fly, I think, as the Raiders were all stuck in the upper part and couldn't reach the talents. But he got a lot better with 2 shockwaves that were really good, and now the Raiders, man, so much damage against the Tree of Life. He has to hold on to this, but the damage is too high. He's trying to Cyclone, but now Shishi is supply stuck, breaking upkeep. Tinker in problems again. Will he die for the second time? Yes, he does. Master spell against the walkers. No more Spirit Link to be applied. Shishi has to win the fight now. Everything is hurt already, but can Fly keep this up?
They're totally out of mana, the walkers. Can't use Disenchant. That's why we see so much Cyclone. He can't get rid of those anymore with the Dispels. Level 4 for the Demon Hunter. Everything's circling high up in the air, and now it's time to hunt down those walkers. Actually, lets him escape, the Demon Hunter. Maybe looking towards this TC. Of course, there's also no Spirit Link, so makes these heroes a lot squishier than they normally would be. But he's very fast now with the Aura level 2, and there is no Boots of Speed on this demon. So chasing down those hurt units and heroes a lot harder. It might be otherwise.
It's just 4 talents remaining, man. 41 supply for Shishi, and the expansion is down. Good push by Fly, who's getting closer to level 5 on the Blade Master, level 4.7 on the TC. But this is it's the best reaction now to get away and not lose any more Raiders. Give the Walkers some time to get their mana back up. He couldn't fight this anymore, but at the same time, it gives Shishi the time for the 50 supply army again, and to go for some shops, Invo Potion and Heal Scroll on the Beastmaster. Tinker is coming back. Or is he back already? Oh, there we go.
Yeah. The Tinker here, this is the liability. Only level 1, does very little in this army. Dies very quickly as well. Quillbeast in the front lines here, trying to cancel as much healing as it can before it dies. Even using the Disenchant, 100 mana for 50 damage. Maybe a little over-eager there. Can Fly really fight this? Trying to kill the demon with the invo, but he misses the critical strike. So many misses in a row. Are you kidding me? Finally a crit lands, but that's not good enough. This one Raider gets away just barely. Another one might get surrounded. So might the Blade Master. Or the TC. What does he want to go for? There's a shockwave ready, by the way. When he lands, is he going to react quickly enough? They're nicely lined up. And that was a good one. Not amazingly perfect or whatever, but it was a good one, definitely. But Shishi's on the chase for units, not for heroes. He could maybe look to go for a surround, but...
Oh, this Raider will be dead. Oh, he's not taking care. This Raider was easy kill. But he wants the rest of the army. Everything... Oh, there's Fury Fire on the...
But the talents are also pretty low mana. I only see, when I click through them, like 2 Cyclones. Of course, they're gonna be regening up.
He still wants to fight this with his 50 food, as he has a tiny supply advantage. And still an Invo Potion. Blade Master comes back from the shop with a new Heal Scroll. Second one on the TC, but no Invo Potion for the Orc.
TC is close to level 5, by the way. If he finds like 2, 3, maybe 4 more talent kills, there will be level 5. And then Mana Potion, Shockwave level 3 is incredible damage. There's one Heal Scroll on the Beastmaster to counteract that AoE. But for the time being, we're not seeing a fight anyways.
Also, there's no mana on the TC at all.
Yep, needs a Mana Potion, definitely.
Was never close to his own shop, so no clarities for him. But he gets so many items from those shops.
Blade Master's also close to 5. Oh, but he's getting surrounded right now.
You think?
Does he have another Cyclone? Yep, there we go. That's a surround. That's a kill. There's no way he's getting out. Please just close this around, bro.
Crits, he might be able to fight out, but he's surrounding him with basically everything he has. Heal Scroll being used. Crits, but double level up and the Blade Master falls. Is this the one move that cost him the game? He's attacking. He knows the base race is the key to victory now, but there's not too many Raiders repair coming in, but mass Ensnare to prevent the repair. TC is tanking a lot, Raiders are tanking a lot, Demon Hunter is home. I'm not too sure how long is this Ensnare gonna last. He needs the repair, but everything is under a net, and the Tree of Eternity falls as Fly TP's out.
And he saves the TC. Alright. His Blade Master said, though, this was expensive. 42 supply left only, with the hero down. Still 46 for the Night Elf. He doesn't have enough lumber, though, to create a new Tree of Life. This is gonna be all about base race this game.
Supply stuck. Shishi needs to go for the all-in push now. He knows it. Invo Potion, Heal Potion. What does the Beastmaster carry? Only a Clarity. Same for the TC, I imagine. No, not using a Clarity. Little mistake. He expects another expansion, and he doesn't want to defend at home, because magic damage pretty poor against buildings. But can he snipe the Altar of Storms? He defends with his Demon Hunter at home only.
There's no pillage, by the way, by the looks of it.
He's researching it right now.
Alright, Alter, this is an important save. Can he do it? He's cycloning up peons. A very rare sight indeed. And no, it's not going to be enough time. He kills it. The Demon Hunter is at home, defending solo. Can he win this fight against all these units? Demon Hunter, of course.
One Moon Juice Moonwell. He doesn't do anything. He can. Blade Master's back from the tavern. Big investment by Fly. But will he be caught off guard? There is no mana. Can he reach for a Cyclone? Oh, it was close. But there's not too many buildings left for Shishi. He built a new Tree of Life at the natural expansion.
Oh, okay. That's important. That's big. And he's chasing the Orc now. Can he catch up with Cyclone? Can he find some kills? Can he find a hero kill maybe? There's no invul on this Blade Master. Mass Cyclone being used. We have a few disenchants in here. Some of those walkers are very healthy on mana. I think this has to be a TP out, but he cyclones the TC, so he can't use the TP, but there is the cancel there to this
The
spell.
freaking Thunderhawk, man. What the big damage he bursts out there. Shishi can't go for a base race against Raiders, that's for sure. Fly is not supply stuck. He can get his army back. He does have income. Shishi doesn't. Tree of Life only halfway back. Can produce units forever. He's just holding on to what he has, buying item over item over item to somehow spend this remaining gold.
Scroll of Healing was purchased and immediately used because everything is bruised in this Orc army. It's been intercepted. Now this Tree of Life should be coming up in the south side.
No Hawk to reveal the Blade Master. Double level 5 on the Orc heroes. They are so strong if they are on the ground. Disenchant against the summons. Doesn't want to be scouted. Doesn't want to be hurt by the Quill Beast.
The Demon Hunter is fast enough to reach up. Even oh, nice shockwave hitting 5 there. But now he might get surrounded. Could this be the kill on the TC? He is gonna get the surround off. Oh no, disenchant quickly enough to open that surround up again. But
all good things come in threes, but the TC still far away from being surrounded there. The Talons have problems, but Fly can't fight either when his heroes are high up in the air. The Thunderhawk, holy cow! Everything is deep, deep crimson red. And Fly escapes again, but his heroes. Is it time for a surround this time? Looks like it. This sticks. This is...
yeah.
It's done.
There's no way
the
he gets
TC
out.
will fall just like the Blade Master fell before. No shockwaves anymore and no aura.
Staff back from the demon, but it's towards the tree, so it takes a little while to get back. He's gonna kill the Moonwell, he's gonna kill the altar, but everything here is so hurt. Once the demon arrives, they have to run again.
Now
If
there's
you
a scroll. Needs an end snare. He can't get the last hits. Oh, mistake by Fly. So far, Spirit Link applied. First Raider down. Rest of the army comes where? Okay, he used the heal scroll now. Trying to find a hero killer with only the Blade Master. There's no Cyclone currently. Level 3 on the Tinker. Looks like Shishi has this.
He's just running away. Fly can't close out this game. Maybe if he had the opportunity to kill off all the wisps, then he can't mine anymore, but he's just forced to run this entire time.
It's too much. It's too much. His Blade Master will be Cyclone. There's no mana on him. Is there Cyclone? I think he's trying to reach around. Oh, the disenchants.
And now the Raiders feeling the pain from the Talons. 2 of them die, not paying attention for a second is Fly and losing everything in the meantime. Mass Cyclone again. No more mana for disenchant. This is the final rundown. He's losing everything now. The TC's still dead. The altar hasn't been remade. And he doesn't have any more gold income himself. This has to be it. One last valiant stand from the Blade Master, but...
he has no mana. He's surrounded for the 3rd time. He gets the Cyclone surround just like good old Spirit Moon. And the double kill is real. Joe Shishi winning against Fly, the former Night Elf killer. And the old champion is 1 map away from being eliminated. What a performance by Shishi. I did not expect that. Day of surprises today.
yeah, very well done by Shishi. But once again, Fly surprising us with his passivity and the aggression that made him so successful in this matchup. He just doesn't appreciate it anymore.
Yeah.
He plays it totally different.
He has had such a great year. I mean, last time GCS we were kind of aware that he's not as strong as Lin is, so he's not the best in the world. This time he's undoubtedly the best Orc in the world. Won 2 tournaments this year already, and he's not bringing it to the table this time.
Oh man, I was hoping like when he finally feels the pressure here, this is clutch time, you know. I hope he was gonna snap out of it and, you know, get back into old champion Fly mode.
But he
that
needs it now.
That was not the case, man. The reins were in the Night Elf's hands for the most part that game. When that one attack failed into the main or towards the Orc main, I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
This might be Fly's game, but it wasn't. He kills the expansion, but actually the Wisp detonates were so big.
Yeah, right.
Hitting all those walkers, 0 mana, no more Spirit Link, no more Disenchant.
There was definitely a turnaround in that game. When all the detonates hit,
Yeah.
of course, Fly. If Turtle Rock is on the menu, he's gonna choose it.
Yeah, very usual Orc pick. Blade Master was not a non-factor last game, but he killed the Tinker actually a bunch of times. I think 2 times, maybe even 3 times. Kept him on level 1, kept him fairly irrelevant for a long time.
At that point, we saw the Pocket Factories already, so it wasn't the biggest deal to kill the Tinker. I'm still convinced that the TC is the way more important hero in this matchup. Focus heavily disagrees. Says it's the 7 seconds on the Blade Master where he has the invul that make the difference in this fight. Which can be true, I think, but in general terms, it should be the TC. And Fly has, I think, for the first time in this tournament, he hit good waves against Moon. It was at times actually pathetic how he threw that waves. He's back. So with good inventories, we have seen a wise Torrent Chieftain on this map already.
What was it? 600 mana on level 2?
600 mana on a TC. So, okay, 5 shockwaves, just no mana burn. He needs something like this again. Or a pretty stacked Blade Master. But he had that against Moon and he lost that game.
Yeah.
Turtle Rock, it's not close position, I can say that much.
And that's the nice thing about Turtle Rock. It's easy to stack up your Blade and TC.
Yeah.
Other maps, for example, Echo, easy to stack up the Blade. TC, not so much. But here you can find many camps, many items, many great ones. And level 5 TC, I would assume, is the most seen on Turtle Rock. And here we see Shishi.
4/4/3, the damage of the Hawk
Yeah.
was so sick.
You love the Thunderhawk, don't you?
I do.
He's not as cool as the Bash Bear, though.
That is correct, but he's more common.
5/5 heroes for Fly. Oftentimes that means like GG just because of the shockwaves, but he was pressured so hard, forced to never be able to recover. Basically.
Yeah, but he was in his base one time and didn't go for clarity. I don't know if he didn't have the money or... I mean, it's just so cheap. He should have had it. It's a little weird sometimes. Oh, the Orcish Horde out there. They are hoping for a better Fly. What's the old poll, I think. We won't see Echo Isles, so no game with 10 claws possible, but this map has so much to offer for Orcs. We see Shishi. We called him Throw Shishi after his game against WFZ. Will he throw this series away and let Fly recover?
And here he is, the Orc Commander.
The Juggernaut, the Beastmaster, as they call him here.
Yesterday, Moon messed up the Ancient of War creep,
Still so
as you're gonna see in a moment. But seems like Shishi got it down, knows how to do it. Because Shishi spawns on Turtle Rock in the one position that is slightly favorable for Night Elf because of the very reason of that Ancient of War creep being able. And the Ogres can't do that on the other 3 starting positions. So a bit of luck coming the Night Elf's way to start this off. But he might need it because Turtle Rock really is a map that's perhaps a little rigged. Or the deck is stacked, I guess you could say, in the Orc's favor. The tail of the tape
is gone and we're in game. It could be the end for Fly's story, trying to get the second GCS title. That would only leave Infi and 1-2-0 with the opportunity to get the second championship. It could all end here on Turtle Rock. But to be very honest, this is a hard map for Night Elf.
Yeah, absolutely. We saw Moon trying to go for some sneaky archer creeping. For that you need 3 archers, and then you can take out the turtle over a quite extended period of time. But he messed it up so that his archer got ensnared and killed.
Turtle Rock was really not good to him, right?
No, it was
I mean,
absolutely
Twisted
not.
and him, it's a big love relationship, but Turtle Rock was not his friend this
I
week.
think Turtle Rock is like against undead and against orc very bad. Against human, it's pretty good because it's so hard to expand.
Would be even more surprising if Shishi would take it here 2-0. 1 year ago, it was unthinkable that Fly loses even a map against Night Elf. Then Shishi got the first map of his, broke the streak, Remind got the series off of him. And Fly is going for this focus creep here.
Right, he's gonna drag in the Ogre Magi if he does it right. Oh, but he... Oh, nice! He messes it up for him. And that was because Fly waited so long for the Ogre to, you know, to drag him in. Could have done that sooner.
He won't get the Magi here.
I don't think so
Way
either.
too much damage.
Yeah. No, there's no way you kill him, man.
No.
You don't have crit. Okay.
Good that he bought the dust, otherwise he would be dead.
Oh, bad start for Fly. Can now make... This Ogre is hurt. Oh, and then the snare hits him!
Oh no, is he unlucky?
Goodness.
It gets revealed, mana burned, so he has to reapply the self. How long is the end snare?
Is this level... This would be level 2 for the demon.
Yeah.
Oh my god. He has to deny him. Ah, he has a scroll of speed. He has a scroll of speed. Okay. Use it,
Don't
bro.
want to invest it that early.
That's worth a grant, though.
Yeah, true. And heal self as well.
Is he gonna chase it?
Finds the archer. Can he get something out of this? It is, if you spawn in the same lane, this creep is so risky, and we said it before, Fly playing a little more passive these tournaments. This was an attempt of doing something risky, and it failed heavily. Wisp block coming.
Oh.
Doesn't work.
Needs 2 hits here to kill the archer. But abandons it. Demon Hunter.
Staff and boots. More pressure.
And is he gonna burn him? Oh, nope. I guess not.
1 borrow attack. 60% done on Shishi's side. Oh, very close. Oh, he can't. Oh, he's revealed.
Yeah.
And he has no mana.
He can't go for it. He can't get out.
He is going for it.
He can't get out.
The staff?
What?
It's on cooldown. What is Fly doing? He's trapped there.
Can he get out?
Mana burn. Oh, that was close. Ring of Regeneration. With that one, can he trade this?
I don't know. The grunt is here as well.
2 circlets.
Yeah, he wins this. I think.
Or if
He needs to staff out. Demon needs to staff out. Staff.
he's relying on the RNG. This Demon Hunter has to TP out. That was a waste in my opinion.
Yeah.
And Fly. Oh, he can't get out. He can't get out.
No way.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh.
That would have been hilarious. Dying to the creeps.
Ay. What a game already after 4 minutes 50.
Super weird, man. Ancient of War now creeps by himself. That doesn't give experience though. Someone should tell Shishi.
He does. He does know. He doesn't get the last hit.
Ah, he has the staff to get
Oh,
back.
he's being aggressive again with the boots. He
Oh,
can
yeah.
hunt them down. 2 grunts.
Oh.
Super hurt.
The demon, of course, would be the greatest pick off here. The blade, I mean. But there's a shop. There's a scroll of speed.
And he's tier 2 to get potions.
Yeah. It's TC time now. Demon Hunter only level 1.
Oh, the grunt there. Nicely done by Shishi.
Yeah, good
Can't
base
get in.
round.
Nice bouncer. By Fly, obviously.
Doing a little bit of moon style here. Creeping with the Beastmaster solo and the demon harasses.
Beastery again in a weird position. Like right in front. Not protected at all.
Oh, the Blade Master, is he going to be in time here to get the last hit? It's going to be close. Oh, he needs a big damage roll and he got it. That was a little lucky.
2 rings for him.
And the Beastmaster creeping up the little turtles here at the bottom side of the map. This will be his level 2. Ancient of War could be used soon to creep the natural gold mine. Or is he afraid of aggression coming his way?
Shishi is scouting this already. And then he can staff onto him.
Stabs on cooldown at the
Ah, yeah,
moment
okay.
though.
Okay, he does it. 3 grunts. They're all back to full health. This is the first big experience that Fly will get. Level 2 Demon Hunter already, almost level 2 Beastmaster. The ring is really nice now.
Yeah, can trade very well. Oh, but yeah, he sniffs it out, going over. We saw TC dying here before because of this very same reason, and he's taking a lot of damage. The belt gets him a little
help him
healthier.
survive a bit.
Yeah,
Boots of speed though, good mana burn. Where's the damage? There's the Quillbeast coming, there's the Beastmaster coming. He needs a block, but he doesn't get it. Second attempt, also too slow. TC is in trouble. He has a third chance to block with the scrum, and this time it's kind of working. Yeah, can he get us around? No.
And now he's next to his shop. He can resupply with heal pot salves.
But again, this is the Orc phase of the game. This is not supposed to be like that. She cannot do that much damage usually.
Yeah, he's gonna have Ensnare soon, in a couple of seconds. So you're gonna try to be aggressive with this. Quillbeast scouting very nicely, looking for the heal self. Cancel, didn't quite see the TC. So how ballsy is Shishi gonna play this?
Yeah.
He doesn't have a teleport scroll, so venturing far out onto the map can be punished hard. But Fly is just, for the time being, sitting back at home.
Yeah, what can he do? I mean, Shishi has taps on him. It's good that Fly has this ward in the middle, so he knows what's up and he kind of can guess where Shishi is. He starts to creep until he has Master, but Ensnare's ready. What's he going for?
Gotta take a look at the experience. It's gonna go the way of the Night Elf. Greater Invul Potion, fantastic. And the Ensnare flies towards the Beastmaster. He has the Greater Invul though, and he will transfer something, the staff, so he doesn't even need the Invul. But he kills the Ancient of War at the very least, which is a decent pickoff. Hard for the Night Elf to creep for a long time.
Treaty with a good move here to counter surround immediately with the Demon Hunter to be able to transfer the staff and save the Beastmaster.
Yeah.
That would have been a good opening for Fly. Without Quillbeast and Hawk, you have a lot less vision, a lot less scouting, a lot less damage as well. Master training is halfway done already. And Fly is at 49 supply, not even thinking about breaking upkeep.
Again, nice wisp positioning here. Seeing where the Orc is, what he's about to creep, and that gives the Night Elf a lot of safety. He's actually going for the, just in general, very safe camp next to his main. He could even be going for the red camp here. Could have been doing that instead. But yeah, anyways. Ogre drops Tome Agility and Helm of Valor. Yeah.
Okay, but
Could be worse,
special.
could be better.
Will Shishi go for the red camp afterwards? It's gonna be level 3-3 then.
Yeah.
Master training is done. Can get out of fights.
A lot of bad items for the Night Elf. Pendant of Energy along with a couple of rings. TC only barely level 2 though.
Yeah. Invul Potion and Heal Scroll on his side. It's Shishi's time to produce now. 40 supply for the Night Elf, 49 still for Fly. 600 gold. Good bank by now. He's trying to snipe the second rats, but did he sniff it out? Did he see that? Where the Orc is going? I think he did.
I really like the peon here, giving information to the backline, and he drags the creeps out towards the north where he knows the Night Elf will have a hard time following. Can he actually steal it somehow? No, goes towards the Orc, and it is one of mana stealing. Can be decent, but sells it right away.
I was just about to say, it can be sold. Grunt dies. Hawk gives vision over the Blade Master, but actually has no mana. The Windbox doesn't last that long. Could force the Invul Potion there right away.
Yeah. Fly's army not quite as big as he would like it to be. Also a little bruised.
There we go! Surround! Windwalk is over! This is an Invul Potion at least. No way! He lets him go!
But Invul popped anyways. Don't think he could have fought through the Invul. The Night Elf could. But he's chasing forward. Shishi is feeling confident here. Shockwave coming in was not really that strong. Also only level 2. And now, with the Greater Invul on the Demon Hunter, knows how tanky he is. Also with all these rings. Even the creeps are helping him now. Pocket Factory deployed, and this is a good position. Wisps even coming in for the detonate. They were so good on map number 1, and we have 1. We have 2, and one of the walkers is completely dry on mana. Doesn't have much disenchant here to work with. There's 1. That was the last disenchant. No more Dispel for the Orc side. Demon Hunter to the left of the fight, still pretty healthy, using the invul here, maybe a little bit too early. Finding level 3 finally with a kill of the Raider, and the Orc has to get out here. Can he pressure? Can he punish and capitalize?
Usually the Orcs fight start way better, but Shishi already chasing him down. Blade Master time now, trying to go for the Beastmaster. Cyclone again. TC has no mana anymore, only one heal scroll. Demon Hunter a little bit out of position. Maybe this is the opening for Fly that he needs to kill him. End snare over. But the Cyclones are so good. Raiders are finding the talents, but it's not enough of them. 4, okay, they get some good kills. Demon Hunter versus Blade Master. The never-ending eternal battle continues here. And the Raiders do a good job there.
Yeah, only very few talents left, and he barely has any mana anymore, and he doesn't have a TP. Remember, I think he's gonna staff home the demon, staff back in again with a TP, because otherwise everything's gonna die. Speaking of dying, Tinker once again dying. He comes back, but not with a TP, with a heal potion. But how is that supposed to be good enough? Can he win the man fight against the Blade Master? Maybe. Not with this inventory, so much agility and strength. He will fall, the Demon Hunter, and that has to be it, or does it? This Orc army is very small, is starting to drop very low as well. Can the Beastmaster actually do it by himself? That would be crazy.
TC!
The TC in trouble. The Fairy Dragons are chasing him. Can they find the kill? But end snare after end snare. We have 4 Raiders. This Beastmaster may not be surviving for very long. Same is the case for the TC. He's being tickled to death, and he will die against the trees. That is level almost 4 for the Beastmaster, but not quite. What a brawl here in the middle of Turtle Rock. Level 4 now. There is the Chimera that you've been missing. The Thunderhawk is going to lay in additional damage. But I think finally he has to retreat from this battle.
Yeah, not that great against Raiders. They shine against Walkers though. Blade Master level 4.5. What a crazy game and what a crazy fight again. Fly stays alive, but again, Shishi with the distraction fight and the expansion. He needs so much time to heal this up again. He has 300 gold, 40 supply. How long? Okay, he doesn't mind yet.
That's the expected again.
A Raider. Yeah, yes.
There's a peon moving in. It's nighttime. He doesn't have much vision. Maybe he's just positioned here to see the elf approaching again. This is such a ballsy expansion, man. Hihi, this entire tournament is taking so many risks.
And it works out so far. Only Foggy was able to stop him. Oh, and TH, of course.
Next Ogre Lord kill will go the Orc's way. That's almost level 5 already for the Blade Master. And he does have decent plus damage. Doesn't want to lose Raiders to the creeps.
Yeah, this is really challenging now.
He really wants that.
Tome of Experience, Ancient Django of Endurance. Okay, you can use it now as the TC is still gone. This Rune of Healing. Whoa, that's good.
That feels good, man.
Level 5 for the Blade Master.
Demon Hunter's back now. Tinker, level 1 only. With the best name in the game, by the way. Ratso Steamweedle. Isn't gonna take long until he's back. But I don't think Fly expects this expansion at all. It still hasn't been scouted. And this is gonna spiral out of control very soon. But he actually has only 3 wisps in the gold mine. Whoops. And he gets some space now to creep up a little bit more. Demon Hunter needs an invul. Heal scroll also would be very nice.
Close of attack +9 for the Blade Master. He's becoming a little more bulky here. TC is coming back, level 3 with a clarity this time. No mana potion for him yet. He has 700 gold now. Could invest that if he doesn't want to rack up creep, which, okay, he did.
Hello, the TC, not too impressive. I guess this time it will have to be the Blade Master carrying. And a Tinker kill during the invul is definitely in the cards. Tinker's almost level 2 now. This expansion is going totally unnoticed.
There's expansion coming for Fly now.
Oh, very unusual position. Extremely unusual. Blade Masters, he can almost sniff the leaves of the Tree of Life, but he hasn't quite seen it yet.
Shishi's expansion has started to pay off. 1 heal scroll. Demon Hunter still a crazy tank. Chimera does a good job against this building, but here comes Fly. 6, 7 Raiders, 3 Walkers. Blade Master has an invul, it's level 5. Big crits coming out. Here we go. The invul potion not pop for this Beastmaster. I think the Tinker's gonna be the one to fall. No, it is actually the Beastmaster. He wants to force the Town Ball. 250 critical strike, and it is the TP without too many losses.
I think, in fact, not a single unit has died. Yep. Nothing died, but he killed the shop. And now how does the Orc heal up? How many heal cells does he have? Not a single one.
That hurts.
Very surgical strike there. Really cool. Just kills the Voodoo Lounge and then TP's out. Doesn't sound like a good trade on paper, considering gold and everything, but it's about more than just gold. It's about healing. It's about buying time for the expansion as well. But his expo totally went by unnoticed and unexpected. Does he expect the counter expo?
You can heal him up with the Ogre Magi. The specialty of Turtle Rock saves his ass now. The Rune of Healing at this point. Oh, but she sees it. Can you destroy it?
I think it's 70 damage. So
Yeah,
not
that
quick
takes a
enough.
while for Fury Dragons. Fly still has no idea about this expo, right?
I don't think so. 59 supply for him, 58 for the Night Elf. That's not good for the Orc, but now he's flanking his opponent. Right out in the open, invul on invul action. So this invul for the Blade Master will not find the kill. But so many Raiders, Jesus Christ. The fairies coming in from the left, not yet in Mana Flare form, but so much damage towards the Spirit Walkers. First heal scroll being used, getting them back to decent health. No invul anymore on this Demon Hunter. Heal potion transferred. There is a TP on the Beastmaster to save him, and the staff, of course, will be reserved. Oh, the Blade Master can now lay in the hurt. He morphs everything into crow form. What was this? There was no Cyclone on the Blade Master, but the demon survives anyways. That must have been a misclick, I do believe. Very, very few walkers now.
Beastmaster, what a shockwave and TP out, but the damage has been done and Fly puts the pedal to the metal. This is him in the driving seat now. 56 food versus 15. If he smells that there's an expansion now, he can kill it, and this is the time to kill it now. I don't think there's pillage, no, but it doesn't matter. He will kill it with so many raiders. The mass repair coming in, but I think mass and snare as well. This is 2 gold mines for the Orc versus 1.
Alright, and this time he doesn't get mass detonated on the walkers, but they are out of mana almost. Anyways, no, that's not really true. He has a few spells to work with, but he gets away without losing anything there, easily destroying that expo. And yeah, the Town Hall, the Great Hall now is standing.
Unbelievable how he got back in this game after the scrappy early game where nothing worked for the former champion. Heal scroll again in his inventory, no invul though. And the level 5.5 Blade Master is the main damage output, of course. And Shishi now with shop control a bit, like blocks the shop. Not a real chance for the Orc to get there.
There's one heal scroll for him though, and a mana potion on the TC. He's gonna try to line up. Oh,
nice.
He kills all the wisps. It's actually pretty cool. Hits them all.
If those wisps hit the detonates, then he's completely dry.
His expo's running now. He can go into mass production. Main gold mines, by the way, have about 1,000 left. And the TC, who was struggling for a long time this game, suddenly is almost level 5.
It's crazy, isn't it? Beastmaster didn't see much progress since the other 2 heroes returned, and that's quite a long time ago.
Yeah, the demon also was struggling this game. Should have been level 4 a long time ago.
And finally, the Blade Master. 2 heal scrolls over an invul.
Oh, that is very unusual. Maybe he's gonna...
Especially with this inventory man, plus 17.
Perhaps he's gonna get it now. Gives over one of the heal scrolls to his buddy, the Tauren, with a slingshot on his back. And that's level 5. Level 5 for the TC with a mana potion. And so many raiders to keep the Demon Hunter pinned down.
This will hurt. Level 5, there it is. You said it. He sees the expansion now, trying to harass it. Is there a staff or TP? There's a staff, but yeah, TP as well. He can't get rid of the peons, but he can't get rid of the Great Hall.
Yeah, it's just way too little damage. He can't go into a base race. These raiders will destroy everything in this Night Elf base way too quick. He has to TP home soon. Very soon. I don't think he has the time to kill this thing.
I mean, the Clockwork Goblins are putting in a good job. TP's out now. Will it be enough? Oh, this is going to be super close. Wow, well calculated. Here we go. There comes the shock. Oh, what a cyclone. Well done, but here comes the pain.
Disenchant was there, and he has more where that one came from. 1, maybe 2 more shockwaves, and then the mana potion as well. This is a good position for the Night Elf, but he needs to win this fight. He needs to win it hard. The Tinker critical strike cuts him down half. He's only level 2, of course, pretty weak so late into the game. His expansion has come up now, but still 61 supply for Fly. And the next shockwave coming in. Not killing anything, actually. That could have been better.
More. He used the mana potion, though, and now he needs to control the Demon Hunter like crazy.
The
She
main,
has
the
the
main
next
mines have
expo up.
expired. Main mines have expired.
Yeah, he needs to kill this now. Then there's no income anymore. Both players are supply stuck.
And it's easy kill. So much siege damage. He's gonna get this so quickly.
Oh,
the
Tinker!
Tinker! Is he gonna staff him? Or is he gonna save it for the Demon Hunter? Cyclone saves him for now. The Expo is dead, of course. Way too easy, way too quick. Next Shockwave coming in! Double kill! And the Tinker still in trouble. Disenchant. He's trying to go for the Beastmaster. There's no TP. Invul is running. This is the Beastman mode. But he transfers the Invul, stays alive that way. Now he has to Cyclone him again. Does he have the mana for this? He's going for the Cyclone on the Raiders instead. It's so many Raiders! This entire game seems like an overwhelming amount of Raiders.
Demon Hunter in problems, and the Blade Master ends this. And Snare again. GG level 6, and Fly stays alive.
1-1 equalizer. On the Orcs map, the map that you had to win. Alright, the last Orc is not out of this tournament yet.
Great comeback. Great comeback. That was fucking amazing how he got back into that game. I totally did not believe it. The expansion was running for quite some time. He was fooled for a while. And he still made it. That's the fighting spirit of a champion.
Alright, has he woken up now? Was kind of weird in the early game, of course. But has recovered in the later stages. Now, though, it's going to be Shishi's map choice. And anything but Terraner Stand would greatly surprise me.
Yeah, right. Or is it banned? Did you
No,
see the ban?
it's available. Fly instead went for the Ancient Isles ban. And he as well is looking at his little strategy book. I wonder what's in there. Probably talents.
Probably talents, yeah.
Well, that being said, though, we have seen in this tournament Dryads with expansions as well. Being successful
To that.
at times, being not so successful at other times. And yeah, it's Terranas. That's a no-brainer.
Yeah, not banned then at all. Whew.
So, Fly. He was playing a little more aggressively that game. He decided to go try to find the Night Elf before Master Training. Then he went for the Turtle, tried to steal it. Didn't quite work. The Beastmaster still got it. But he put a little more pressure on the Night Elf, who, however, I don't think he lost anything at all, actually, before Master, aside from the TP.
Yeah. Okay. Colors have been chosen, and game is about to start.
It was Foggy who did such a good job on this very map against his Orc opponent of finding openings and finding mostly creep camps to take, safely to take, where he was scouting with Wisps and with Quilbies, always where the Orc was, and making sure that he was not in danger. And then also in the late game, having a superb fight with, again, Wisps coming in for the detonate. I think that's a little underused. That's so strong.
Yeah, that was so good. Oh, but also the reaction of Fly with that shockwave before the fight, that could have killed him.
Yeah, it's true. Good realization there. All right, one of these players, it will be the last map for them this tournament.
Yeah, it's pretty sad actually. Shishi providing so many entertaining games. I mean, against WFC, couldn't believe what was happening. Now we can't really believe what's happening. And Fly, of course, is always like it's a gift to a tournament. Always so entertaining. His playstyle, the only Orc.
Yep.
So far, all 4 races are still represented. Orc, the only race that is not in the winner bracket semifinal.
And here he is, the Orc. Oh, he was level 6 even then.
Yeah, he just with the last kill after the GG
Oh,
got
okay.
level 6.
Unfortunately, did not see Blade Storm. Shishi. That's wrong. Yeah, the Beastmaster was 4. And the Demon was 3. Yeah, the Demon, that was really the problem in that fight.
Here's the tale of the tape for the last time in this series. One of them will go home. Its loser leaves town. Oh man, will the old man, or one of the old men, the old guard, survive? He needs to bring his A game here. Taito Esports Masters, his last tournament, he won it. He had a great year. He won GCS and WCA back to back in 2015-16. And usually he should dominate this. But Shishi is challenging him really, really hard.
Here we take a look at the maps again. And yeah, Terranas, great night of map. Blade Master was pretty damn stacked last game, and there it did oftentimes make a difference. The TC, not so much, but you get level 5. Reaching level 5 TC on this map is really hard. It might be a big map, but it's not that much experience to be found.
Also not the greatest items in general.
Yeah.
You can be lucky with a consumable, that helps a bit. But apart from that, I think not too much. Okay, Fly. Shishi. One of them will go home. Not empty-handed, but I think they both wanted more from this.
Now, I'm not an orc player, but this barracks is late.
Oh yeah, that's absolutely true.
He's playing without a barracks. Alright, he's adding it now. But that is super late.
Special strategies coming in from Fly.
Of course, the Voodoo Lounge is timed so that the Blade Master will be able to pick up some items straight away. With that, usually, what you want to do is play aggressively. But on Terranas, you're not going to be in time to do anything about the first 2 creep camps, which will already give the opponent level 2. Also, he's scouting out with a peon, so 1 borrow tech isn't really worth it because it will be much later anyways because of the missing lumber. So you go
Is
for...
he expecting like a different creep?
Oh, it might be about the natural, the greedy natural creep. Yeah, that's what it is. That's what it is. That's what Foggy did, right?
She has fooled him then.
Yeah.
Doing normal stuff.
This is a blind counter to the natural, to the greedy natural creep. But bad news bears, the peon sees it. No AOW creep right here.
Scouts the natural immediately. Oh, this is bad. Okay, you can still go for the item here at the assassin and then try to harass. Demon Hunter with the circlet first.
And what is it?
Player's forces are under attack.
I was like, what? Where's the item? But of course, it's a little wizard. Mantle and circlet. And the Blade Master forced to creep up himself. He's not able to punish that camp, of course, because it's not being taken.
Also haste, meh. Not the greatest thing. It is a 1 burrow attack.
In fact, it is, but not only very slightly faster than the Night of.
Yeah. Despite Chishi going for a double circlet again from the shop. Pulled the creeps away. Okay, Blade Master in Windwalk. Healed up a bit, but the poison took its toll. He is hurt already, and he doesn't have the item he was looking for.
And using almost the last bit of mana here to go into another Windwalk. But with that, at least he's going to find the demon. Might he be able to steal the last hit onto the assassin? But Windwalk isn't going to be lasting for too much longer. Doesn't have dust, by the way, so this archer can be saved.
Doesn't get the backstep damage.
But he did get... Oh, he uses the Windwalk onto the archer, so actually does get the kill.
Okay, first blood for Fly. Chishi gets back here, can't achieve anything with the Blade Master and the Grunt being there.
Nice, got a level advantage and 2 circlets. So... Oh, nice block from the Grunt. Ooh, this is really nice. And he is so good with this control. This is... But he got the item! He stole the item! It's the claws!
Ay, focusing a little too much on the Grunt and not on...
How could he pick that up? They were so far away. He must have been leaning over real hard to grab those claws. And this Demon Hunter is so strong right now, man.
What's it called? Telekinesis?
Yeah. with his mind.
Demon Hunter got a new skill. Was too weak before.
He needs a buff, like seriously. Level 2 now at least, though. But this grunt, well, he has the scroll of speed. That should be enough to save him.
That hit as well. Pretty unlucky. And here comes the next grunt, and yeah, this one will be saved. Good play by Fly here. Demon Hunter goes away, but he bought a lot of time. Ancient of Wonders coming up. Tier 2 almost finished, and here is a Wisp to maybe move into the base and staff onto it. But there's no staff just yet.
Tier 2 about to finish up for Shishi, of course. Lots of money. For the Night Elves, always the case. They save all that. Only a single archer was produced this game, and that one has fallen. But now it's Beastmaster time. And no aggression by the looks of it. Nope, Ancient of War has moved into position to creep where Fly was expecting the first camp to be taken. But instead, of course, was another one. But the Blade Master now with a trifecta online, he's becoming a threat himself. Oh, the Ancient of War walked into the creeps too fast.
Oh,
Shishi!
the nerves are coming to him.
Oh, what a mistake.
Is
he gonna save it?
Save it? No.
No.
This will make the creeping a lot harder.
Yeah.
I mean, he can't tank with the Demon Hunter, but it's not what you want.
After the natural, he could have used it to kill the merchant as well, and after that, he could have used it for base defense. So totally unnecessary. Nice Grunt Scout though coming out, and he's creeping pretty hard with his Blade Master now. Taking one camp after the next.
Not waiting for the TC. Ah, the TC is coming here. Some of the Dirty lying on the run would be +1 damage. Who gets the task?
It's around.
Oh, super close. But this is a kill. Yeah, and a big healing potion. Not one of the great items, but definitely a good one.
Oh man, if he had crept the natural, that may have been enough for level 3 demon, and with that he could apply so much pressure.
Yeah.
He may still be able to get the grunt. There is still, however, the scroll of speed, which can be used.
I think he must use it to save both of them. Oh,
Yeah.
nice Demon Hunter position here. Gets the first one.
Moves him forward there.
That was really well played by Shishi as well. The Raider stuck there without Ensnare, not really of value. Spirit Walker being produced for Link. Okay, Engine of Winter up as well, tier 3 almost done, then it's Cyclone time.
Oh, nice
still
positioning
level 1.
here. Sees the orc moving out, so knows where he is and is not allowed to go. Right now, for example, would be a great time to creep the natural, but the Ancient of War unfortunately departed this world.
A player's forces are under attack.
Close to level 3 Blade Master though. He did well this early game. And with level 2 Windwalk he can be more annoying, but Shishi, I don't think he's gonna get surprised by that. He's once again moving so much and so far out of the map with basically nothing.
Yeah, this is really weird. Like, this talent is not gonna get ensnared.
Nice. Fly already with the Berserker and snare on the Beastmaster. And again slipping out of the surround. Oh, second chance on the Demon Hunter. I think the ensnare cooldown is too high.
Yeah. Next ensnare, next raider though, coming from the main.
Forces are
If he
under
gets
attack.
both these merc camps, it's really nice for the orc. Master training not yet done, only about 1/3. The Demon Hunter though, still pretty strong, coming in for the backstab. But now we have Spirit Link. And, oh! Scroll speed engagement. Might be able to force a TP here. He's definitely gonna get the Talon, and that seems to be all.
But he gets the item. Big consumable.
Yeah.
Man, our invul potion now, and Fly is ready. No steal, scroll on the beast. Still okay. Especially with 2 berserkers, and yeah, when there are no wisps nearby, that item can be fantastic.
He only made 2 grunts this game, right? He lost the 1 and he
Yeah,
has
he had
1.
3.
Did he lose 2?
I don't really know, but he had 3 at one point.
Alright. I live in the middle of the map. Finally has the Tinker as well as the Orb. But no level 3 Demon yet. Only 37 supply, only 4 talents.
A player's
They are not full mana at all. Natural being taken, this will be level 3 for the TC.
And the item. Oh, Shishi is gonna creep check this. Blade Master is not here. Can he get level 3 before? And can he get the item before? Demon Hunter is moving in. Nice damage on the Berserker with the poison, but also nice and snare. But it's so easy for Shishi now to pick this up. Would move himself into a dangerous position though. Oh, Blade Master is low. Can he go in there?
Oh, he doesn't use the invo! Fly!
What the hell was this? Again, we say it over and over. Fly is so famous for losing his Blade Master. Score of the Beast being used. He lacks the damage, but the TC will go down as well. He's not level 3. He doesn't have a shockwave. He can't be a savior. And he loses more. The Raider down. The Grunt will fall. Mana burn on the TC. Cyclone again. Can he go for a surround? Does he want to? Or want to clean up the units? Looks like he wants to clean up the units. Shishi smells blood in the water.
Can't believe he loses the Blade Master again. Fortunately, there was a greater healing on this TC. Got him back to good health. He rebought the Blade, but he's low HP now, of course. Can he still take this fight? Blade Master, Demon Hunter in trouble. He's almost level 3, but not quite there. He wants to force the TP here out of this heal scroll, and there will have to be the TP double level up for the Knight of Heroes as they depart this side of the map. And level 3 for the Torrent Chieftain.
What a shame. What a big mistake by Fly again. After all those years, still happens to him.
Ay. Seems like he wants to go for some more Berserkers. There we go. Has 2 now again, having lost 1 before.
A player's forces are under attack.
It
He
was
gets the item though.
Yeah.
Vamp Aura for him. If he wants to choose something, he needs a great one. Boots of Kel'Thas. Okay. Not that bad. Plus 14 damage, but Shishi's coming back. He wants to end this right here, right now.
Scroll of Speed to get out of here. This is not a fearsome army. Only 2 walkers. They only have 250 mana between the 2 of them. And there's no Spirit Link as it is at the moment. Active. Getting more walkers now though. And more raiders.
Nobody has items. Shishi shopping now. Invul and heal scroll still available. He doesn't have gold though. Can he sell something? He can sell Sentry Wards if he wants to. Town Portal, gets the Town Portal.
He got the invul.
Yeah, Blade Master, no invul. Only 1 heal scroll. Oh, he's exposed. He has no mana. He can be surrounded again. Is this the end for Fly in this tournament?
If he surrounds him though, that's gonna be a fantastic shockwave.
Yeah.
TC has 1 at the ready. Using it here. That was a good one. A very good one. But now he's gonna be out of mana. No Pocket Factory placed yet. He's thinking about where he wants to take this fight. And I think it's gonna be right here. Here we go. Pocket Factory deployed and the Orc runs away immediately. And only 50 supply is Fly against the also 50 of his opponent. He wants to get more time to heal up for more clarities, but he's not being given the time. As he is on the chase. He's on the warpath. Demon Hunter fine the front lines, but he has the invul, of course. And the staff will always be there. And Fly again, indecision. He's moving back and forth, thinking about it, but not really engaging. And he's taking so much chip damage in the meantime.
Yeah, everything is already down to yellow HP. Walkers hurt, Raiders hurt. The Berserkers look fine though, but yeah, Walker dies here. The Raider a bit out of position. Here come the heroes, but again there's Cyclone. He used so much Cyclone, but it was absolutely worth it so far if you look at it. Oh, Shockwave was okay, I think. Heal Scroll to counter that, but the Raiders, they will fall soon.
Disenchant here wants to get away from these Cyclones. Blade Master in the backline doing his best, but is it good enough? I don't know. Next Berserker falls. No Spirit Link in a lot of this army. He's chasing down these talents now. He's finding a few picks. And there shouldn't be too many Cyclones left, maybe. But he has more. He has enough for now. He's driving forward the Knight of with his heroes, which are at 3-2-2. That's decent. Critical strike and immediately Cyclone up and towards the air. But the Raiders, man, they die way too quickly. He just can't find the stable engagement to chase down and hunt down those talents. Now the Blade Master in trouble as well. Scroll of Speed will get him out of there.
He's fighting so hard for survival, man. He hangs on a cliff and somebody's stomping on his feet, but for some reason he can't hold on. Is CC expanding again?
I was thinking the same thing. This would be the typical move. Like
Yeah.
map 1 and 2, he was being aggressive and expansion behind.
Yeah, expansion's coming now and he's killing the shop. If the shop is gone, no more healing.
How many heal selves does he have here? And his army is still not a single one.
But he has a heal scroll and an invo potion. Maybe the 7 seconds are the savior this time.
But there's a TP to save the Beastmaster
Yes,
and an
invul on
invul
the
for the demon.
But the Tinker is
The
exposed.
Tinker is vulnerable, but not that important.
50 versus 50. Mana burn on the TC. No shockwave. He's trying to go for the Demon Hunter. Invul Potion. These are the 7 seconds that can make a difference. No critical strike so far. When is it coming? There was the first one. He needs more Invul Potion time. And this should have been it. Is there no Cyclone anymore for the Blade Master? There we go.
And now the Walker's feeling the pain. One has already fallen, but first and second hero for Shishi are very low, and he will TP out. Can he save this demon? Yeah, definitely. No Blade Master damage.
How can Fly survive this long? Freaking Bear Grylls.
Holding on. This is his
Survival
tournament
mode.
life on the line. But again, he doesn't know about the expansion. There's a peon scout in the middle of the map, but it's only positioned to see the opponent approaching.
Nice, woken up now.
Player's forces
Okay.
are under attack.
May have
Right.
learned from map number 1 and 2.
Sentry watch for Shishi again. Everything is low. Fly has some time. Finally. And he gets level 4 here. Yeah, should be, right? Oh.
He already had the level 2 crit.
Yeah, of course, yeah. So it's not the biggest of deals.
Not the little wizard. He's going to give the level up.
He is expanding.
Well, it might go unnoticed.
Yeah, Blade Master is level 4. A little bit more backstep damage. She held up. Invul Potion, Heal Scroll for him. Oh, 2 Heal Scrolls this time. Yeah, and Fly invested a lot into this expansion.
This is going to be another big creep camp for the Night Elf, though. Going to get him close to level 3 Tinker, and I think it should be enough for level 3 Beastmaster, if not very, very close to it.
The Enforcers, they help. Yeah, absolutely.
Protocolatas.
Plus 19 now. Blade Master is scouting for another expansion or for an expansion channel. Did the peon see it, by the way?
I'm not sure,
Player's
actually.
forces
I didn't
are
follow
under
him. I
attack.
was just
I was-
so sure that he would do it. But halfway through. Shishi's expansion didn't pay off as well. So he didn't start mining yet.
Oh, there's no TP, right? For the Night Elf? Nope, there's no
Oh,
TP.
Blade Master.
And these raiders will take out this expansion in a matter of seconds if there's no TP home.
But he has to defend this, and the Blade Master is super low. Not in a position to fight right now. He doesn't have the massive raiders that he had on Turtle Rock.
Yeah. And only 2 walkers. Only 2.
Ooh, that's not too much. How much mana on the... Oh, there is an okay amount of mana. On
Demon.
the talents.
Being focused right away. When's he gonna pop the invul? No, there's an invul on the Beast Blade Master. Doesn't want to pop it yet, and he forces the invul first. That's really nice. Then he can go for the invul after. Does it in fact right now. Going for the Beastmaster. There's a TP, however, to keep himself alive with, and he defends his expansion once again.
So much damage coming in. Yeah, the 7 seconds of Destiny saved the expansion here. Got a good amount of damage thanks to the Quill Beast, but it's not enough. Both players with additional income, 2,000 gold in the main. Fly does not break upkeep for such a long time. Usually you always have the 10 supply advantage. You're always in upkeep, and the Night Elf fights against that, but I don't know how he does it. I have no idea how this guy can survive this.
Doing a very good job of it. And the expo's up, and he's still not in upkeep. Okay, this is now seriously bordering on super greed.
He has 400 gold.
This is an orc with 20 gold per second
Player's
income.
forces are under
That never
attack.
happens.
Gets
Alright, he
another
finally
bullet
goes
breaks
into
now.
upkeep.
300 gold on his bank. He needs the Invul Potion. It's ready at the shop. She comes in again, but Fly scouted it.
Oh, that's a freebie, the Berserker right there. Is he gonna see it? He should.
Yeah, he did. Maybe he heard it.
He has a hawk, that's a lot of vision. Alright, he's all the way to the left of the map. Can the orcs somehow abuse this? Raider, reach around attack? Nope. He is staying at home for defense.
She is at 60 supply as well, and there's only 2 of them in the wind production. Another Invul Potion being bought, and 2 heal scrolls. On the Night Elf side, 1 heal scroll, and 1...
Oh, no TP! If he goes for the Beastmaster right away,
Basically do or die, right?
why is he doing this? Shishi, you have an expansion! Why are you doing this?
Makes no sense at all. He's going for the Demon Hunter. Invul pop. on the other side. No, the shockwave was a little wasted there. Nice dispel on the Quilby. The damage is gone. How much damage can the Raiders do? Tinker finally level 3. Okay, there's no shockwave, no mana potion for him, so the TC is just a big grunt.
Where's the Puck Factory? Has he used it before? But again, the front line of Raiders, they don't have Spiritling. Does he not have the mana in the back line? No, actually not. They're all out of mana, those walkers. And when that's the case, it's almost impossible to win these fights. Demon Hunter in the front line, he needs to get rid of that guy. But Invul for the Blade Master is over. There should be enough Cyclone. And Fly is hemorrhaging units right here, down to 51 supply only. And he has 700 gold to spend. Was he too slow to go into production? The Night Elf is moving forward now, pressing his advantage. Here's the next Pocket Factory. And this seems to be Shishi's game for the taking.
Too greedy. And now the shop items are gone again towards the Night Elves. He can't heal them up. He has no time. The expansion wiped out. He doesn't mind anymore from that one. He needs like 50 crits in a row to save this game.
Alright, here we go. Let's see if we can see a couple. Oh, gets the first one. But every hit needs to be a crit. Not that many talents left there, though, to be honest.
And also not too much mana. Can the Blade Master turn this?
He's
Gets
very
the Demon
strong.
Hunter. Is there a staff ready? Yes, there is.
There's also a new TP on the Night Elf, so he can get out of this now if he's in too much trouble. And now he's trying to go for this TP out. Force the TP out, but the TC in the meantime taking a bit of damage. But yeah, the Demon Hunter!
Whoa, that was so
Will he get him? What hits? Crit!
Like, he had this fight lost! Shishi was in the next round already! Maybe he unplugged some stuff, I have no idea!
But Shishi's got so much money, man. Easy buyback from the tavern.
Yeah, right? Must be.
Yeah. He's not doing it, though. He's afraid that he will get killed right again.
Yeah, well, and that is a pretty good reason to not do that if there's two Raiders and the Blade Master
Is
coming.
Fly turning this around, dude? Is Shishi really... Is it throw Shishi again?
No freaking way.
Come on, man.
Invo potion there, but what else?
He has 3 Raiders. He can't, like, insta-give the Expo. He has 4 Raiders, okay. He can ensnare 4 of the Wisps.
What is this series?
Tree of Eternity now helping out as well. He has Nature's Blessing. But there's no Demon, there's no mana burn. And the Shockwave is gonna be nice, I think. There we go, hitting 6 of them. Fly's turning this game around here, it looks like. Going for the Beastmaster. Now there is a healing potion and an invul. Keeps him alive with that one. Tinker eating the next bit of focus fire. Is there no Cyclone anymore? The Blade Master can just do what he wants.
Yeah, he used it all before and he doesn't have the moon juice to save him up again. And yes, this should be the end for the Tinker, or is the Tree of Eternity too much?
3 MVP. 3 MVP.
He really is. And it buys time for the Demon Hunter. Oh, there's a walker there. 30.
No income for Fly, but his new Expo is halfway done. However, down to only 39 supply. Alright, he is still in the lead here. Oh, but he's making us sweat.
Was Fly too greedy with this? Takes so much time to get this Expo back up. Level 5 Blade Master is very, very close. And Shishi's not producing. Could go for more talents here.
This Blade Master is so strong, almost level 5, but he doesn't have the mana for the invul, so he doesn't have that Executor timer.
Gold for the invols.
Yeah, exactly. Alright, Demon is back.
Okay, 49 supply versus 39. Should be the other way around. He's mining and mining. He cannot just right click the expansion, it doesn't work.
Players' forces are under
Invul and Heal Scroll about
Pillage,
to come
he
off
gets
cooldown.
gold.
Alright, and no more talents. At least from this wind. Can he save the other wind? He can't!
No way.
What does all this gold do for him if he can't make units?
Yeah. Well, items, but Blade Master is in Windwalk, and that's the second engine of wind. Get out there now! Get out there now, that's exactly what he does. Is it another Cyclone? Yes it is.
Can he keep him Cyclone locked
I
until
don't
the
know, he's
Windwalk is
wasting
over?
so much mana on this.
forces are under attack.
But his army is much stronger.
Well, he does have vision.
One Shockwave, not so good.
What the
Fly needs to get back. Can't win this fight, no way.
Speed scrub. The Blade Master has to walk the other way. He's going for the tree. Tree of Eternity goes down, but he's going with the Raiders for the tree.
He has 4 Raiders that can attack. The one is too low. Is there a TP on the Knight of side? No, but he's very close. He's very, very close. He
He's
can't
waiting.
protect it.
He bought a town port. And the Tinker is coming back to haunt this.
Yeah.
Well played by Shishi.
Yeah, good move, good move. Can get a tele staff as well if he needs to come back.
And he gets the items at the bottom with his 500 gold.
Yeah. Fly is putting up a valiant effort, but this, once again, we've talked about this much this tournament. He's holding on, but how will he actually win this game?
He has to evacuate them. He sends back the Blade Master to kill the Pocket Factory. That costs so much time. And in the meantime, second expansion coming up. There's so much pressure. All the pressure in the world lie on the shoulders of Fly now. Who needs gold. Does not have an invul.
He is level 5
Does
now.
not have a TP. Does not have a heal scroll.
If he gets the money for an invul again,
Yeah, right. But
he can... But who can he kill? The demon has an invul himself, and the Beastmaster has an invul also.
Tinker has only a heal scroll, but there's a staff on the Beastmaster.
So difficult for Fly. How can you possibly win this game? What sequence of events, of miracles, needs to happen?
He needs to realize that this Tree of Eternity is down here. And, what can he do against
He
it?
could maybe try to drag the Night Elf apart, because his army is much, much faster with the Raiders and the Endurance Aura.
In case of emergency speed scroll, but he doesn't have one here. Blade Master goes back, sees the Tinker. He has to follow him and try to go for crits, but there is a staff on him and an invul. He won't die.
Yeah.
The longer the game goes, the better it is for Joshishi. Fly only now attacking. The Tinker is fairly quick. So yeah, that's all you need. Basically a Dota Tinker. Clearing that lane.
Split push with
split push stuff, exactly.
teleportation.
But this time he gets rid of the Pocket
Yeah.
Factory a lot quicker, so that helps.
Alright, now Shishi is going on the offensive, wants to kill this base. But that should signal Fly to be able to attack, who, by the way, now will have level 5 TC. Very soon, at least.
He will trade this.
Does he have a TP? No, he doesn't have a TP yet, but the Beastmaster might be on his way to buy one.
Is it in stock? Yes, 2 of them. He does have gold as well. How much damage can the Raiders do? Shishi wipes out Fly's expansion. He has no income anymore except pillage. This seems to be enough. Oh, Shockwave again against the Wiz. This is level 5 for him.
Yeah, he
And
can't
he
TP.
does
He can't TP.
Wow.
Expo dead. But there's still a Tree of Eternity. However, the main base is undefended.
This is so sick.
A player's forces are under attack.
He's gonna get a lot of money from pillage here.
Engines of Wind are back, by the way. Yeah, that's right. He gets a lot of money from pillage. That's actually a pretty good point.
Fairy Dragons are here already. They're faster than the rest of the army, but what can they do by themselves? Not too much. Alright, 1 Moonwell down, 1 Ancient of Wind down. After that, he may have to get out.
GC supply stuck at 52.
But he does have income. Something that the Orc does not have.
1 Shockwave. He just runs away. Is there a speed scroll for him? No, right?
He has a TP though. Shockwave coming in. Oh! Big one! You Shockwave! But he may still not be able to take the fight. No, he can't. Has to get out.
Too much mana on the Talon. Too much Cyclone. They had so much time to regen their mana. But he's down there. He's fast. Speed scroll engagement onto the Tree of Eternity. Does it work?
Oh my god, could he do that?
I mean, it's 5 Raiders now.
But
He's wasting
Shishi
time
realizes about the
Yeah,
possibility.
yeah.
Runs down right away.
Yeah. And there's a TP on the Beastmaster as well. He needs to fight this army at one point. 3 walkers. It's one of the craziest Night of Orcs I've seen in a long, long time. Almost 30 minutes already here on TS.
Another base race game by Fly as well. This is where late game decision making makes all the difference.
Yeah.
And it's so hard to not make mistakes.
He's so experienced in this too.
3 healed scrolls, 3 invuls. The Night Elf can't lose a straight up fight, not at the moment.
A player's forces are under
He
attack.
has one shockwave again. Blade Master is exposed there. Nothing happens. 6 Raiders. He wants more money. But not if he trades TPs. Well, TC is completely empty. There's no TP on him.
Nope. Is this the last stand? Will Fly pray for a miracle here, and will it happen? 3 Fairy Dragons already deployed in Mana Flare form. Fly looking for the flank. And here we go. Disenchant. Here comes the Shockwave. That was a very nice one. But there's a lot of Steel Scrolls to counteract this. Here goes the first one. And Fly doesn't see an opening here to win this fight. Has to retreat again.
He's taking a lot of damage there when he runs away. Maybe is there an Invul Potion on him? Yes, there is. Blade Master in trouble again. Cyclone. He needs to push the Invul Potion and then try to do something there. There's the Invul. Going for the Tinker, but there's an Invul Potion and a Heal Scroll on him. Can he get a lucky critical strike that he doesn't expect? Here's the one for 204, but the Raiders fall. I think this is the end for Fly, but I said this several times before. He needs to do some magic. Backstab damage, no crits, though. Trying to go for the Demon Hunter this time. Oh, critical strike. Potion paused.
But now everything's low.
Yeah.
Scroll of Healing.
Rubber band.
Scroll of Healing would be magnificent now. He needs to get this Demon Hunter kill. Can he though? Can he? He gets to the Moonwells and he's gonna be able to heal up, and now everything's gonna start falling. Everything is way too hurt. GG! Fly! The last orc of this tournament. He will leave us as well. And will not be playing tomorrow. The Orcish Horde is out of GCS.
That's right, and he will not be the one who wins GCS twice. Joshishi, again, surprising in the lower bracket. Last time it was WFZ who we beat in the lower bracket in the group stage 2-0 this time with amazing endurance. Like, I have no idea. I mean, mass props to Fly, how long he was able to survive.
Yeah, it was
But
really impressive how he held on to that expansion down there.
Also, mad respect for Shishi. He is known to throw games through Shishi. This time, he didn't do it. He never...
He almost did, though.
He almost did, but he didn't really overcommit. And yeah, deserved winner in the end. Very unfortunate for Fly. But Shishi is in the lower bracket round 2. And now, the next of the top favorites. Like, the first top favorite is out. Fly was supposed to be a champion. Won't do it anymore. The next tournament live for a top favorite is on the line, and it's TH. The 3 eggs are in danger of being eliminated by Life. Life didn't look too good in game 2 against 1-0, but he had some chances. TH is a beast against human, though. It's gonna be an epic encounter once again, and we will see each other in a few minutes because we need a fucking break from this very game. Oh boy, see you in a bit and get hyped for the last game of today.